Hello, Lana. My name is Sigira Bruno, teacher of mathematics, primary 6, Kisoko Girls Primary School, Tororo, Eastern Uganda. We are here today to look at mathematics. Our topic of the day is length, mass, and capacity. And our subtopic is kilograms to grams. So I request you to get set as we are moving. As we start, I want to give you a simple story. I have a son. This son was reporting back to school for term 2, and they expected some things that I bought, but I forgot to buy sugar. Since I was going the following day, I said it is okay. Today we have to change the sauce. As you're going to buy sugar, please also buy a kilo of meat. You enjoy as you are reporting to school the following day. The boy went and came back with those items. When he came back with those items, actually the sister received and gave the mother. Then the mother said, James, how these things their weights are not the same. I said, true. Can we have a look at? Then when we checked, one item was lighter than the other. When I asked him, he said, for me when I went to the market, I paid and they just gave me like that. Now, I told him it's okay. Can we sit down? Now, I realized there is something that he didn't observe well while buying these items. One, these items are measured either in kilograms or grams. But he didn't observe were they measuring on a weighing balance or not. He said no. And I want to ask you, do you think these two items were weighed? Or were the weighing stones had the same weight? I know the answer is no, because the items have to have the same weight if their quantity are the same. Okay, now, as a learner, I want to take you through these weighing stones. Sometimes we go shopping and we can't observe well which one is put for you on the weighing balance. That's where the issue comes from. Here I have 2 sets of weighing stones. As you can see, I want you to observe these weighing stones very well. The issue comes from the weighing stone. Now, during those days, we used to have these set 2, and that's how they come. Now, you realized the weights are written on them. You see the first one weighs 2 kilograms. So if you're going to buy 2 kilograms of anything that is measured, you observe the writing very well. The second one, this first one doubles. The second one weighs 1 kilogram. Then the third one, the second one doubles. You will find it there written 500 grams. Now, are we observing? Now, have we ever seen this? Have we ever gone for shopping, buying items which are measured? I know the answer is yes. because I expect that things that we always use at home that are measured, they use the stones. Now, these two sets of stones, it is only the shape making difference. This one looks like bottles, but their weights. They have the same weights with this second set. Now, in our subtopic of today, you have all looked at this. You have seen the weights. 2 kilograms for the first weighing stone. Second one is 1 kilogram. And then the third one is 500 grams. Take note that the second one, the first one doubles. 2 of these make the first one. When you go to the third one, 2 of them make the second one. So I expect when you go for shopping next time, you observe these stones very well. Now, I have here a simple sentence that I've written, that this sentence, if James read it before going to the market, would have come back with the right weight. Identify the weighing stones above, which I think we have identified. Is that okay? Now, I want us to go back and look at how did these 30 weighing stone change these 500 grams, and yet these ones were in kilograms. Remember what I said, that the first stone doubles the second one, and the third one twice. 2 of them make the first one. Now, at this time, I want us, because anytime you can be asked to go and buy this, what happens? And this is in grams. Now, you go to the market to buy, for example, sugar, and you reach there. You find a shopkeeper does not have these big stones of 1 kilogram and 2 kilograms, and yet you want to buy a kilogram. Now, we look here, down here. Are you there? What have I written here? Since the first stone with 2 kilograms, twice the second one makes this one 1. Therefore, the last stone that measures 500 grams, 2 of them also will make 1 kilogram. Can we look down? 1 kilogram, therefore, will make 2 of 500 grams. And therefore, this now gives us the standard unit that we shall always use in case we want to know how many grams are in a kilogram. Therefore, how many 500 grams and 500 grams are here, therefore? I know the answer is 2 of 500 grams will make 1,000 grams. Therefore, when we are going to change our kilograms to grams, we expect to have a standard unit that says 1 kilogram is the same as we have seen, 2 of 500 grams. That if we add, what do we get? We get 1,000 grams. Now, I want us, as we move, you may be asked to go and buy 2 kilograms of sugar, for example. You go to the shop, the shopkeeper does not have a big stone once for 2 kilograms. What do? You come here and say, since 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams, and we know we got them from 2 500 grams. Here we shall say an example, as I said, Jane, you ensure that you change have that if I have 2 kilograms, I know how many grams are there. So what we shall do, we shall have, since we already know that 1 kilogram is the same as 1,000 grams. Now, since Jane bought 2 kilograms, we shall therefore say, how many grams shall we get from 2 kilograms? Now, we can either do the following. We add 1,000 grams and another 1,000 grams to get the number of grams that Jane will buy in grams. So we have 1,000 grams for 1 kilo. And then you add another 1,000 grams for another 1 kilo. Class, I have looked at this and I know you have the answer. So the answer, if you give me time, I know. For you can put it on our comment section. Now, what I know, you are going to make it 2,000 because you know that 1,000, if you add to 1,000, you get 2,000 grams. Therefore, if Jane bought 2 kilograms of sugar, Jane will come back with 2,000 grams of sugar. Think you have gotten that? Now, as we continue, I want us, since we have recognized the stones and we know that a kilo now is 1,000 kilograms, we now put this aside and we look at more of our shopping. Now, my mother picked 4 kilograms of coffee last week. My mother picked 4 kilograms of coffee last week. How many grams did she pick? Now, I know where you are now thinking of how many grams my mother picked last week. Now, remember, we now know that a kilogram is the same as 1,000 grams. There is our standard unit now, because the weights will not change. We shall always have a kilo making 1,000 grams. Now, what will change is the number of kilograms and then grams. Now, remember what I said, that if you have 1 kilogram, it is 1,000 grams. You can either add it and add it and add it and add it 4 times. Or we can multiply, since addition is since multiplication is repeated addition. Now, for you, I know you may not have enough space for adding and adding and adding 1,004 times. We can have 1,000 multiplied by 4. Therefore, 4 kilograms of coffee will weigh 1,000 you multiply it by 4. 1,000 4 times. Remember, we have already learned that if you are multiplying a number by nothing, nothing will be there. And nothing will be represented by 0. So we now have here 4 multiplied by 0. What is the answer? I know your brain is now working. You are going to say it is 0. Now, we shall only come and say, we are going to multiply 4 by how many zeros? Because if you multiply 4 by first 0, will give us 0. The rest will also give us what? Zeros, apart from 1. So we multiply this 4 by 0, 0. Another 4 by the next 0, 0. Zeros are over. You now go to 4, you multiply by 1. Remember, a number, if you multiply by 1, it remains that very number. Now, we have to be very careful with the units. We now have, instead of 4 kilograms, we now have 4,000 grams of coffee. Now, I know we are moving on well, and whenever you have a book, you have where you are also calculating your side work. Now, we try one question. And this one question, you are going to put it on our comment section. I will pick it there and check it. The question is change. The question is change 9 kilograms to grams. Now, wherever you are, I know you have already seen what has been happening from 1, 2, up to 3. Now, looking at this, our standard unit, we should not forget. Now, this question requires you to do something which is simple. Now, what I want you to do is to have it such that you practice it and put it on our comment section. We'll pick it there, and we shall have to check it and see what is done. But what I know, our right way of doing this question into grams is 1 kilogram remains 1,000 grams. The weights don't change. We are going to do it here, but what you're going to do, you'll do it and also post it in our comment section such that we shall compare with what is here. Then the next one is, therefore, how many kilograms are there? 9 kilograms, which is going to give us, this side, as I said, multiplication is repeated addition. We are trying to avoid 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. You may end up adding, and even go up to the doorway of our class. Therefore, we are going to multiply 1,000 grams. We multiply by 9 kilograms. Remember what happened in our question 2? You multiply all these 3 zeros by 9, and you know what you get? I know you know it. We are getting zeros. 3 of them. 9 by the first 0, 0. 9 by the second 0, 0. 9 by the third 0, 0. And remember, we have 1 remaining. 1 multiplied by 9 is 9. And we shall have 9 grams. You can either write grams in full, or you can write the first letter. Still, you are right. Now, I want us, before I end this lesson, I want you to get the materials you have. and you note down the following kilograms, you change them to grams, and after that you are going to put in our comment section such that next time when we meet again for the next lesson, we shall be able to go through and we check. I know you're going to do very well. So you're going to have this activity done, and after doing, you put on our comment section. Get it there. Change the following kilograms to grams. We have 6 kilograms. We have 2, 8 kilograms. And have 3, 5 kilograms. Now, what happens? You are going to get your book, get your pen, sit down, and change the following into grams. Please mind of ending in grams. Now, as I said, that our topic was length, mass, and capacity, and our subtopic of today was converting kilograms to grams. Next time we meet, we are going to look at how we can take back from grams to kilograms.